Hey everybody, and welcome back to another new and noteworthy mod review. Today we're going to take a look at an old classic, the Measure mod. But before that, this video is brought to you by Patrick Coinier. Thank you for being a farm baron. So as I said in the intro, we're going to take a look at the Measure mod today. This is an old classic that has been around for a while. I really enjoyed using it in Farm Sim 17. Used it some in Farm Sim 19, and Danielmodding has brought it back once again to Farm Sim 22. Now, this is a script-based mod, so it is PC only. And let me basically just show you what it does. So here we have the Anderson M160 log trailer. And if we take a look at the M160 log trailer in the shop, we're going to see that it's got some specs and some information about it. Right here, it's 5.4 tons, and it has a certain type of wheels. That's all we know about it. You might be curious, what kind of logs can I put on it? How long can the logs be to put on this thing? Welcome to the beauty of the Measure mod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand right here in front of the log guard. I'm going to pull up the F1 menu. I'm going to do left Alt. I'm going to hold that down, and I'm going to right click. Now we have a new entry on our F1 menu, 0 meters. And I'm just going to slide to the left, slide to the right. We're going to do the electric slide. And now you can see if I have a log that's 4 meters long, it's going to come out to about here as far as the outside of the trailer. If I have a log that is 4.5 meters long, well, it's going to come out to about here, where this little round circle I can't stop staring at. If I go to 5 meters, it's going to start sticking out maybe a bit more than I really want it to. So maybe I'm pretty good at 4 meters. That's probably where I'm happy at. So I now know that this trailer will easily hold a 4 meter log. 4.5 meters maybe. 5 meters is going to be pushing it. Now you also will notice, maybe, this little red or this little black line. That is your measuring point. And it is basically measuring the distance away that you are from that point at any point in time. When you're done measuring, right click. We'll make it go away. Now, why do we do this? Well, like I said, we want to know 4 meter logs. 4.5 meter logs at the most. So I've cut down a tree here. I've already delimbed it. How do I know that I've got a 4 meter log? Welcome to the Measure mod. So we're going to come up here, left Alt, right click. We're going to walk down the log, 4 meters. Then we're going to bring in our chainsaw. We're going to cut. We've just cut a 4 meter log. Now we're going to go out to another 4 meters. And we're going to cut. We've just cut our second 4 meter log. And we can just go out another 4 meters. And I think you get the gist, right? Left Alt, right click, makes it go away. And now we have 4 logs that are nearly identical in length. And we get these loaded up on the trailer, you're going to see that they're all about the same length. Now, how else and why else might you use the Measure mod? Well, maybe you're looking to figure out who knows what. Really. You need to measure something, the Measure mod is going to be handy for you. I've got over here a little theory that I had on how you can use the Measure mod to help you plant olives, for example, or grapes. So what we have here is we have some rows of olives that I have planted basically as close as I can. We're a little off here. But what we're going to find out with the Measure mod is, let's put our reticle as close as we can. Kind of, there we go. Be about 90% on our angle. Left alt right click. And we're going to go down the line. You can see right around 3 meters is the distance between olives. Right around 3 meters. Okay, so there we are. 12.12. We come down here to 15. Right here where this bucket is approximately where we need to put our next set of olives. Then we can come down here to 18. That's about where we need to put our next set of olives, right? And then what we can do is we can go into build mode. And we can go in here to landscaping. Theoretically, we can come here and go to painting. And we can switch this to a circle. And we can, in theory, paint a splotch of gravel right there. And then we could come here and we can measure down 3 more meters and put our bucket. Then we could go back into build mode once we have, in theory, kind of marked it all out. And we can put in our olives. Like so. Need to not be so close to it, likely. And then we could put it in here. And we can just continue on down that line. We could put a line right here. And we could work our 3 meters up the whole way across, putting our little dots in. We could run across the field. Do the same thing. Work our way up 3 meters and put our dots in. And then when we are painting our olives across the field, we have a little dot to point toward. Can help us maybe keep our rows fairly straight and fairly tight in order. Maybe you're trying to lay out a farmyard and you want to, you know, kind of how big each building is. You want to make sure that they're all spaced out right. You kind of measure out areas, make sure things are evenly spaced. Paint a little splotch of mud or something on a corner of a building, which way you want it to point, etc. Maybe you're mapping out a field you want to carve in and create a bigger field. You can use the measure mod to do that. Pretty much you can use the measure mod for anything that you might be curious about how big something is. So one more time, we're going to, let's say, measure the width of this building. This building is approximately 19.5 meters wide. Is that going to be useful? It might be useful to somebody, but that's the kind of use that we're going to get out of the measure mod. Hope this video was helpful and informative in some way. Hope maybe you are kind of got your juices flowing on how you could use the measure mod possibly in your own gameplay. It's extremely handy for cheap forestry. Number one, extremely handy for cheap forestry. You can buy a cheap forestry trailer like the Anderson. You buy a chainsaw, cut down your trees, measure them out to 4 meters. Then you have all the logs are all the same general length. Then you come by, pick those up, and put them on there. So have a nice, clean load of logs. As you move up, you might be able to get and afford one of the big tree harvesters that's going to auto cut your logs to a certain length. But starting out, the measure mod is going to be your friend. So until next time, happy farming.